again, you know, after I did that little video on Senator Rand Paul, I went to Google. I wanted to see if that, in fact, is like an anomaly, you know, if he was sort of, you know, different than the most. What's interesting is Greta Van Susteren, you know, she had him on there, and she said that, yeah, he turned back $600,000. Now, think of this. If every senator, and there's like 100 of those bozos, if they all did what he did, that would be like $60 million in savings. Yeah. Now, what's interesting is he's the only one that did it. Isn't that amazing? And being a new senator, which is what he is, he probably didn't have anywhere near the kind of budget a guy like McCain has. I mean, McCain's been at the trough for 25 years. You know, he's well established. I'll guarantee you his budget's a lot higher because, you know, I mean, he needs more. Now, so, but even if they all had the same budget, which is the small budget that Rand had, that would be $60 million. Now, the guys in the House of Representatives, they do pretty good too, you know. So you got 435 of those bozos there, you know. Now, if they all did the same thing, that would be like a whole lot of money. Maybe we wouldn't have to cut back on the military sequestration. Maybe that wouldn't even be necessary. All you have to do is be a little more frugal. And if anybody would have bet me 50 cents, because that's what I was willing to wager, that McCain didn't do it, you guys would have lost. Because he didn't do it. None of them did it. Isn't that amazing? You know who I really feel sorry for? I feel sorry for McCain's daddy if his daddy was alive. And the reason that is his daddy was an admiral, you know, in the Navy. And McCain was a, well, I mean, he would have been a washout if it wasn't for his daddy. I mean, the guy destroyed 3 airplanes. They don't let you do that, you know what I mean? I mean, 1 maybe, 2 is a real push. 3, forget about it. Yeah. And the guy wasn't anywhere near the top. Matter of fact, he was like 5 or 6 on the bottom. And there was like, what, 889 midshipmen in his class at the academy? The graduating class. You know? He must have been proud. What a joke. And this is like a lawmaker. But this shows you the kind of people we have in Congress. They're all greedy. Well, not all. Rand Paul isn't. But most of them are. They're all greedy, self-centered, egotistical, and they care about only one thing. And that one thing is not us. Thank you, Senator Rand Paul. Congratulations for being a pace setter. You did a good job. You exposed the rest of the bozos for what they are, which isn't real nice of them to be the way they are. Not with taxpayers' money. Not in an economy that's struggling. But they're the elitist. Your daddy did a good job raising you.